It does go a long way. So if you can, feel free to check that out, but otherwise, let's get into some more StarCraft 2. We were just slightly delayed because JJAKJI had to reset his PC, which is just why we were talking a little bit more about our sponsors for a few moments there, and doing a couple of those shoutouts in a row rather than spreading them out. So, with that said, we're all good right now. And to the bottom right-hand side of Honor Grounds for map number 1, we have JJAKJI, our blue Terran player, representing Team Revolution. It's because I had Team Revolution on my mind, and they've got like a red logo, and I was sort of thinking about, for some reason it was just on my mind a little bit, and just said red instead. Top right hand side is going to be our teal Protoss player. It is going to be Stats, representing Splice, of course, as we set up into this PvT. So we've got our mirror matchup of the day out of the way. From here on out, we're going to have some PvTs and some PvZs. We're going to have a TvZ mixed in there as well. It's a good spread out group, this one. In a lot of our other groups, we had a lot of Terrans, a lot of Zergs. In fact, we've only had 2 Terrans, 2 Zergs in each group so far. We initially had one group with another Protoss in, but Zest had to pull out, unfortunately. So we are just left with sort of, just this group really with Protoss representatives. So I'm sort of cheering on Stats and Hero to kind of make it out, just so we have some more Protoss. But it'd be awesome to see Snoop make it out too. And hey, JJAKJI, pretty cool guy as well. So I'd love to see any of these guys advance, but I do hope we at least see one Protoss player making it into the playoffs. You're going to be seeing the Stargate coming down the middle of the map, because the opening here from Stats is going to be the double gas. So he's going to stay on one base for just a little while in the early stages. So just a little while in these early stages, going to be going into the double gas and so on. We do see this SCV from JJAKJI does come in, he does see this, so it's great information for him. And he can start playing a little bit more defensively against what could be a proxy Stargate. And well, he probably assumes to be proxy Stargate. I mean, nowadays when it comes to proxies, Stargates are pretty much the go-to. So we see Stargates pretty much, the majority of the time, I would say. As we're going to be seeing the probe from Stats just coming down towards the bottom right. You'll see a bunker coming up just behind these couple of depots and barracks as well. And Ripper will come in. I mean, he really wants to kill this probe, right? Because he doesn't really want this pylon to be here. Does start up a Cyclone. I feel he'll be okay, actually. Well, actually, maybe not. Double pylon coming down. He's going to pull the SCVs off the line. He might just let this pylon at the front be kind of stay around, because there's an Adept here now anyways. Bunker's actually going to finish. That's pretty nice. And the bunker is out of range. Okay, never mind me. I was going to say the bunker's out of range. Yeah, there we go. For the SCVs to repair without being in range of the overcharge. So, actually, the bunker should stay alive here. He does have to pull his Marines out of position here, though. Cyclone will lock on towards the Mothership Core. Mothership Core should die, actually. Bunker will just be salvaged, so he'll get that back. Ooh, he just gets the money back on it. As now the Oracle attacks in. Cyclone will lock on. This is still a little bit messy right here. Stats picking up some more damage. I just don't think there's enough units anymore. 2 more Marines about to pop. Cyclone will eventually kill this Oracle. JJAKJI is all over the place right now trying to defend this. Oracle goes down. 9 workers killed. And Adept around as well. Looks as though it will manage to shade away for the most part. Sorry guys, I forgot that the hero name is on there. I mean, okay, the Adept shades away. The pylon will now go down as well. Overall, I guess JJAKJI holds, right? I mean, he's got his CC finished. He does have to get rid of another Oracle, though. And that's going to be painful. A lot of low health SCVs already, so they're getting one shot here. Marines going down too, and I guess the second Cyclone helps out a lot to push this away. But man, 15 workers against 24. And another Oracle on the way too, although now JJAKJI should start to stabilize a little bit. Yeah. He'll stabilize a little bit, but man, I mean, he's got a CC that's not even an orbital yet. Stats' Nexus is only just on the way up still, so I mean, I don't think it's terrible for JJAKJI, but it's not exactly great. And this Oracle's going to do more damage again. That's so painful. There's only 3 full Marines over here. JJAKJI has no response. He just wasn't expecting yet another Oracle. This is going to fly in. He's going to fight the Marines. He's going to get 3 of the 4. He gets 1 more, and JJAKJI still can't mine. Across the map, he does have the double Cyclone. They're going to force an overcharge. But I mean, for now, that's going to be about it. They'll kill the Zealot. And a Void Ray on the way up. I guess the Void Ray can just come back home and defend, right? He's actually going to fight into the overcharge. Well, that was a bit of a mistake. JJAKJI will just type out GG right there. There's no way you can make neutral left to play as well. Bottom right-hand side, we're going to kick this off. It is going to be our blue Terran player. Give it up if you're going to be cheering on JJAKJI. Trying to come back in this series now. The proxy Stargate is doing way too much damage there in the end, and manages to make it work. Top left, Red Protoss player representing Splice. Give it up if you're cheering on Stats. Is it me or is the audio quite low? A little low? On what regard? On microphone, on sounds, or just everything in general? Because if it's way too low, I can turn everything up, actually. I can turn my mic up a bit, definitely. I see what you mean, actually. We are a little bit lower than we usually are. Let me turn my microphone up a bit. Let me know if that's a bit better. If you need the game sounds to go up as well, then I can definitely make that happen too. So, I'm a man of many talents. I can make things happen if you want them to happen. So, you know, let me know. It's low compared to the commercials. Let me just turn everything up then a little bit. I think whatever's happened, I have messed up my sounds basically recently. Somehow. Let's go for something a bit more like that. And that should be a bit better. Turn my mic up just a little bit further just to make sure as well. That should be much better for you guys. Should be much better for you guys. Hopefully. Let me know. Always happy to see what's up. Have the office internet issues been solved, or is it just working because good luck? It seems that they've been solved. We've been stable for 3 or 4 days now, so it looks as though we've got it all sorted out. So, looking good. No Snoot today? Yes, there is Snoot today. Snoot coming up, he'll play Stats in the next series. And then we'll have Hero JJAKJI, and then we'll go into Snoot versus JJAKJI and Snoot versus Hero to finish off our day, actually. So that's going to be going on. If you subscribe, you can skip commercials. Actually, we don't have subs to skip commercials on this channel. We actually asked the subs when the initial thing came out that you can sub to skip ads. I asked everyone. I asked the subs, "Hey guys, do you want me to turn this on? Is that something you're interested in?" And the overwhelming response was actually like, "No, we'd actually rather just watch the ads still, and if we don't want the ads, we'll just ad block or something, because we don't feel guilty because we're already subscribing." So. That was their response, so we left subs on for ads on for subs. Maybe it's maybe we can change that. We could change that around and test it out a bit. Is there anyone in the channel that would subscribe just to get rid of ads? There's a good survey question right away. Mic was fine. Okay, I can turn my mic back down. Anyways, Oracle on the way up. Keep me posted on the audio stuff, guys, and I'll try and get it fixed. I do appreciate it's probably a bit different because I've had some changes in the office lately, so I've been losing a few of my settings here and there. 2 Adepts coming across the map from Stats early. Now his Oracle is on the way out as well. The early opening from JJAKJI is just looking towards being a Widowmine drop, so nothing out of the ordinary, nothing we haven't seen many times in the past as we see these Marines starting to work their way through these Adepts. So 1 Adept going down. And again, another Adept taking some more damage as well. So, little bits and pieces here as we do see the Oracle from Stats starting to come across the map. So, going to start pushing across and again, looking to pick up some more damage. I mean, initially didn't really achieve too much with that first little attack there. Let's see what this Oracle can do then. So, Oracle is about to arrive. And we'll start to, again, pick away here and there. He's being very cautious of the potential Widowmine. Widowmine wasn't actually burrowed until just now. A bit further back as well. You're going to see a boosted medevac to try and chase the Oracle down. Good play by Stats, keeps the Oracle alive, keeps it going, and yeah, looking pretty good overall, actually. As now we see that Widowmine drop loading up once again. I mean, the Oracle not just dealing damage here, but also slowing down the Widowmine drop from coming across the map. Gives him a bit more time to prepare, and he's actually going into Phoenix. So he's got a second Oracle, which I guess he's keeping one of at home. Oh, look at this, denies the bunker at the last moment. And that's pretty nifty. That's something which TY tried to do in the IEM Katowice finals against Stats. So that's pretty neat, as we're going to be seeing him just denying it here, not going to let it happen twice, basically. So Bunker going to get shot down in the next few moments, and a couple of gates coming up towards the natural expansion as well. And this Oracle, again, just pulling up the right-hand side. There's a few more Marines, a medevac just sat overhead in the natural expansion, and there's going to be seeing a Twilight Council and a Forge continue to come on in as well. Couple more gates going to be finishing up on the natural too, so continue to set up into this. And as we do just see these couple of Phoenix coming in towards the center, join up with the Oracle. I mean, you're basically seeing the very standard setup for what's going to be Phoenix Adept here in the next few moments, with a lot of Phoenix continuing to come on out. Twilight Council will give you Resonating Glaives, the Forge will give you the +1, and then you just play the Phoenix Adept mid-game and go from there. The Phoenix count is obviously there to try and pick up Widow Mines and anything which is going to cause like a massive threat to the Adepts. But the Adepts can't clean out super easily, you know? They can also chase down Medivacs, they can shut down Liberators, and it actually might be a bit difficult here, the first attack for JJAKJI to defend, because it feels as though his Stim and Combat Shields is very late. It feels as though actually Stats is going to have Glaives and +1 before Stim is finished. And if he can fight before Stim, well, that could be pretty insane. In fact, that could be really insane if he was to fight before Stim Pack. That might be pretty crazy. And see these Phoenix and Oracle still just sat, joining on up, and again looking to see where they might want to go. 5 more gates on the way up. Whoa, Rose went into a Widow Mine there. It wasn't Oracle that was targeted, so the Oracle does go down. The Phoenix does survive a Widow Mine shot, as long as it hasn't taken any previous damage, so a little bit unfortunate went onto the Oracle. Maybe it was target fired, might have been. And let's just have more Phoenix coming across, gates about to finish up. And again, I feel as though, like, Stats should just get ready to go with all of these Adepts that are coming in the next few moments. I really feel as though he should just get this. I mean, he feels as though he's just going to have so many units to work with, right? So, I feel as though he should just try and get going or something. We'll see. Stats coming down towards the bottom right with this Phoenix as well. We'll continue to join on up. I'm just going to be seeing the Phoenix coming through. Again, a couple of SCVs going down, and still these Marines. Just trying to keep them pushed back as well, so a little bit of harassment. I'm surprised that Stats, again, maybe hasn't been as aggressive just yet with this Adept play, but I guess he was waiting for the Warp Prism and so on, so he'll come across the map now. Some Adept shading forwards, the ones he's got. There they are. All of them coming down the left-hand side. Stim will finish then for JJAKJI, so you will have the bio upgrades that we were talking about before. As we do have multiple SCVs coming across over towards the third base, and again, here's this Prism just moving to sit overhead. Picks up 4 Adepts, but will actually go towards the natural with this, it seems. There's a Widow Mine there, though, so he has to be a little bit cautious. And this Widow Mine is actually giving him the vision of the Warp In right now. Not the full Warp In, but he sees something, so he knows that's there. And so here we go, Adept's going to shade up into those natural expansion. I'm a little bit concerned right now for our Terran player. As, ooh, Adepts actually. Interesting, they actually shade more so towards the mineral line rather than on top of the Marines. Now he's going to turn, he's going to start fighting these Marines a little bit more. Still no 1-1 upgrades for these guys. I'm just going to be seeing so many of these Adepts are going to force this away. Phoenix continue to pick off the Medivacs, and Stats just seems to have so much. 8 Stalkers warp in as well. I mean, Liberator comes into play. I mean, that's what the Phoenix should be there to start helping out against. And this is going to start going forwards. Another Medivac low on health will go down here. And a few Adepts on the right hand side going to have to start coming in as well. 27 workers killed. Stats just has way too much, and it looks to be a very dominant PvT from him here. And as he moves on through, and is just going to keep on clean up the rest of it. There goes the Liberator. GG, says JJAKJI, and Stats pick